Hi everybody, this is Carla with Cobweb Corner and this is FlossTube number 74. It is November 3rd, 2022. I have had a lot going on. I'm going to try to explain why I've been missing in action here and have a little bit to share with you. So a lot has been going on. First of all, as most of you know, I was gone actually closed my shop for 11 days while we went up to southern Minnesota to help our friends farm. It was a lot of work and a lot of fun. My main responsibility was helping our friend's mom, Deanna, make meals for anywhere from 9 to 11 people a day. I only helped with the noon meal, which is always usually a hot dish of some type, and I learned that in southern Minnesota they say hot dish, where we in Iowa, at least where I live, say casserole. So what do you guys say? Hot dish or casserole? It's a lot of work. I have a short video that I might include at the end of this video that shows their shop kitchen and talks about what we do to prepare meals. It's a lot of work, and Deanna did also the evening meal, which usually is just a sandwich and maybe some chips and a cookie or something. But in the fall during harvest, she also does soup, and she's like, well, I just make soup. I'm like, Deanna, if I make soup, it takes me like 5 hours to do it. And I said, if they get soup from me, it's going to be out of a can, so I don't think they want that. So I don't know how old Deanna is, 80, 81 or so, and she is just work, and makes it look so easy. And I'm sitting there like trying to figure out how to cook for 10 people and get everything ready. But we made a really good team, and it went really well. So if I remember, I'll put that little blurb. I made the video way back when I was at the farm and just have not had time to upload it. The other responsibility I had was I did learn to drive a new tractor. It was huge. I don't know what kind of tractor it is. It was red. And it had, instead of wheels, it had tracks on it, like a tank, kind of. I don't know. I think you call them tracks. Anyway, my job was to, after they harvested the corn, to till the field, which means to dig up the corn root and kind of turn over the soil. So I've got some video of that I will try to insert here. So hopefully that gave you an idea. So the front view you saw was what the corn looks like after they have harvested it, and then the back view is after I've tilled it. And it's actually a very satisfying job. It's kind of boring, but it's remarkable how fast the day goes. I ended up working maybe 4 days, not full days like the guys. And I think I got about 550 acres done out of 1,600, and then I needed to come home. I've been closed too long, and my mom and dad, I'll go into that next, needed me to come home. So, but the fields are, the biggest field I did was 240 acres, and you turn the tractor around, put it into auto steer, and then you basically sit there for anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes, depending on how big the field is. And I was able to listen to some books on tape. I got some new headphones that are bone conduction headphones, so they sit on your cheekbones, so you can still hear what's going on outside, but then you can also hear your music or your audiobook or whatever, and those worked really well. And then while I'm going up and down the rows, I just have to keep looking back, which turned out to be pretty painful after a while, to check and make sure everything looked okay, nothing's broken, and then turn forward to look for rocks in a field. But a lot of sitting and a lot of bouncing, but actually the tractor I had this time was really nice and smooth and quiet for a tractor, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm anxious to go back up in spring and see what they have me do then. I kind of get the easy, can't hurt anything jobs, which is probably good. But I'm actually really excited that at age 60, I've tried to go outside my box and do something new, and also help everybody as much as I can. I also had a lot of downtime, especially when I first got to the farm. They weren't ready to, it's a lot of work for them to train a new person, how to drive a tractor, how to prepare a field, and all that stuff. Plus, I don't drive the tractor on the road, so if I finished a field, I had to call somebody to move the tractor, and sometimes that wouldn't happen that same day because everybody was super busy. So yeah, anyway, it was really interesting, and I talked to him a lot about what goes into you know, deciding what to plant, what seed to use, how you store the seed, when to sell the seed. It was really, really interesting. Whole new appreciation for what our farmers do. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of work, but I'm glad I did it, and I hope that we continue to do it at least for the next few years. But anyway, I said I needed to get home because of my mom and dad. My dad is 90 and my mom is 88, and they worry a little bit when I'm gone. Not too bad. They're pretty self-reliant, but when I'm gone for 10 or 11 days, that gets a little stressful for them. So I wanted to head home, and my dad had been having back pain, and pretty severe. And I was home for maybe 2 or 3 days, and Mom called me on a Wednesday night at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, late afternoon, and said, Carla, your dad needs to go to the hospital. His back pain is really severe and he can't walk. So I drove to Anamosa, which is a 45-minute drive, and I took him up to the Anamosa Regional Hospital. Long story short, they sent him to the Cedar Rapids Hospital on a late Wednesday night. He got there about 11:30 maybe, and Friday night, 2 days later, this waving tail in the video. 2 hours later, or 2 days later, he had back surgery for a herniated disc. And, you know, and excuse me, 90 years old, that's a pretty scary thing. And I actually wasn't really worried about him making it through the surgery, but his memory and confusion levels, his confusion has started to increase, his memory has started to decrease, and the pain and the opioids and the anesthesia and all that really messed that up. And that was kind of scary because things got kind of weird. And he did really, really well. He made it through the surgery just fine. And they sent him home 2 days later, which sounds like a lot, but actually I think he recovers better at home. So he has been home. That was October 21st, and like I said, they live 45 minutes away, and so while he was in the hospital for 5 days. I would drive to Anamosa in the morning, pick my mom up, bring her to the hospital, spend the day at the hospital, drive my mom back to Anamosa. My husband, or my brother, did help with some of that. So lots and lots of miles, lots of time on the road. Mom just felt much more comfortable staying at her house. And I was fine with that. And then when we found out we're going to have the surgery, and I'm sorry this is going on, feel free to skip this family update. When we found out we were having the surgery, it was very, very sudden. So the doctor came in Friday morning, and we're like, oh, they'll probably schedule the surgery for Monday because they'll never do it on a weekend. He says, we're going to do it tonight. And so I called my daughter. My daughter was worried about Grandpa having surgery, and she wanted to see him and stuff, so we FaceTimed with him real briefly, and then we booked a flight for her to come home the next day. So she came home on a Saturday morning and left on a Wednesday, and she was a huge help. She helped drive my mom to Anamosa a couple of times. She went and got groceries for us. Our 30th anniversary was that weekend, and she made us an anniversary meal. And she was just a huge blessing. Sorry, I didn't know I would do that. So anyway, it's been a lot. Sorry. So he's doing really well. I take him back to the doctor to see the surgeon tomorrow, which will be his 2-week period, and he'll get his staples removed from the incision. He has to wear a back brace for 3 months, which he hates, but he's doing better. Anyway, stop that. I didn't mean to get all emotional on you. Sorry about that. So let's go through my whips first. I really honestly did not stitch at all. I took a ton of work up to farming with me. I took inventory to enter. I took stitching to do. And I think I stitched for 2 hours while I was there and didn't do anything else because I was so busy. So I am working on Spellville, which I really honestly thought I would have done before Halloween. That's like, I don't even know why I thought that. When I showed it to you last, I had just started. I think I had done the key, this part of the key, and maybe the red part of the house and the black part of the witches. And I did get some done. So I finished the key and finished the 2 houses, and I've started the large flower, and I did a little bit more on the witches. So I've really only stitched on it. Like I said, I stitched on it once when we were farming, and then it got put away for a couple weeks, and then I've stitched on it 2 or 3 times this week just for like an hour at a time. So it's getting there. So I have the rest of this flower, this part here, and then all of the bottom part and this witch here, and then the little leaves and branches and stuff. So a little bit of work. I think I'll keep working on it. I did have a request from somebody that I start stitching on Garden Fair again, my red and black sampler, and I do want to get that out again. The other thing that I did work on, I've been working on Kimber Bell's machine embroidery Main Street celebration pillow, bench pillow. And I started this, of course, before 4th of July, quite a while ago. And I knew I wouldn't finish it in time for this 4th of July. But I was so, 4th of July came and went, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this pillow? I really don't like stitching out of season or working on things out of season. But I also didn't want to kind of lose my place, and I had all of my threads that I was using out, and I didn't want to forget what threads, or maybe possibly run out of my threads in the next year. So what I did was I finished all of the blocks, but I have not put the pillow together yet. So I'll show you all the blocks. Some of them were done before, and then I think I finished 4 more of them. So I don't know if there's 7 or 8 blocks. So there's this one with the bicycle, and this is like a glitter, iron-on glitter material, and then you stitch on top of it. And then this is all applique. The leaves are felt, so you tape it on, and it stitches all the leaves, and then you cut out the shapes. And then we've got a windmill, and this is like a faux leather fabric, and then corn stalks. And then I think this one is called the farmhouse, and it's actually got these little pendants that are again faux leather. And then the windows actually have vinyl, like a kind of a clear, not quite clear vinyl over them. And then we have a fire station and another tree with a tire swing and a pickup truck. The only thing I don't like about this is the red leather is not red all the way through, so it's when you cut it, the white shows, but it is what it is. And the last one, it's called a general store, but to me it just looks like another farmhouse. So then there are a ton of embellishments that will be put on. It's hard to see, but there's a little quilt, there's fairy lights that'll go in it, there's a flag, and they give you a number of different country flags that you can use. I don't know what all there is, but what I'm going to do now is put this away, because all I have left is the assembly of the pillow, and I will see if I can get that done, get it out next spring and do it then. Then the other thing that I did get out again, I'm like, I gotta finish something, but I haven't finished it yet, was I had shown this before. It's my Jelly Roll Race Quilt, which is just a super fast way to make a quilt top. And I have started doing the border. So I had the Jelly Roll part done, and I put on the first border. So I used my AccuQuilt fabric cutter to cut my strips. I have a 2 1/4, a 2 1/2, a 5-inch, and a 1 1/2 strip cutter, and they are amazing. The AccuQuilt system, fabric cutting system, is very expensive, but I am not a precise person, and I knew that if I tried to cut multiple strips, especially 1 1/2-inch strips, that they would not end up straight. And I love the fabric cutter. Someday I'll try to do a video. I tried to do a video of cutting these, but I couldn't get my camera right, and I didn't really know how to do it. So I'll work on that. So anyway, I put the brown border on, and then I have this color, a little bit wider border. That's 2 1/2 inches, I think. And then a 5-inch border goes on the outside. So each border gets a little bit bigger, and then the binding. So I really don't have much left to do. I have found that I have a lot to learn about pressing seams on a quilt. Whoever does the machine quilting on this is probably gonna roll their eyes when they see the back of my quilt and how I press the seams. But I have watched some videos, and I'm getting better at it. So that's what I've been working on. I really have not crafted very much. It's just been kind of chaos. Stitchy Mail. So I thought I got here. Well, maybe not. This might be an old one. I thought I got a fabric packet from Jodi's. I know I did, but I don't know which one it was. But Jodi's Fabric of the Month Club. I'll show this one. Maybe I showed it already. I don't know. It's the one that's here. I get 32 count Lagana, and this is this red, kind of Christmas red, and I think I did show this before because I asked what I could stitch on it, and actually I got some good recommendations. And then this kind of periwinkle. Well, it's kind of a blue, maybe a little periwinkle in there. But her fabrics are amazing. If you want to join her club, I think there's a waiting list, but go to Steel City Stitchers. I'll put a link below, and contact them there, and they can tell you about the club. And you get 2 pieces of fabric. You can choose what count of fabric you want, but she chooses what colors are shipped each month. So I am really enjoying it, and I do give those away sometimes. Let's do giveaways. So last like 6 weeks, because it's been forever, we had 6 giveaways. So if I call your name, my email address is down below. Email me and put FlossTube winners somewhere in the subject line, and then in the email give me your mailing address and tell me what you won so that I make sure to ship out the right thing. The first thing I gave away was this Lugana Antique Green 20 count fabric, 18 by 27 inches by Zweigert. And this is from a personal collection that I purchased from someone, but it's unopened, brand new. And there were 40 people interested in this, and the winner is Owl and Gator Stitcher. So contact me. The next one was It's So Emma Stitch Cards Set L. And you had to use the word cards in your sentence, plural. And there were 19 people interested, and the winner is Viv's Crafts. The next one was Wedding Day by Sue Hillis. This was a pre-owned chart, but it is new with the charms, and 8 people were interested in this, and the winner is Denise D828. Next one is Northern Expressions Daisy, and you had to use the word daisy in your sentence. There were 9 people interested in this, and the winner is Allegro Stitches. Next one is a Trishia Ct chart called Joyful Scene, and you had to use the word joyful. There were 43 people interested in this, and the winner is Sherry Mahon, or Sherry Mahon, M-A-H-O-N. Sharon. Did I say Sherry? Sharon. And then the last one is Sleigh Ride by It's So Emma, and you had to use the word sleigh. There were 27 people interested in that, and Daniela Drexen is the winner. So contact me right away. Otherwise, they will go up as giveaways next time. Stitchy Mail. So it's been so long that I actually have 2 Black Needle Society boxes to show you. The first one was Nothing But Cross Stitch, and this was a really fun box. There's, usually they have a theme, and the theme, a lot of times there's non-cross stitch things in the box, and this is all cross stitch. So one of the things we got were these little, sorry, I'm gonna turn the light down. So we got these little project cards. So it has project name, designer, and stored. I don't know what that means. Stored. I gotta figure out how we're supposed to use those. Then we got 3 things of Classic Colorworks floss, roasted chestnut, honeycomb, and pine needles. We got little tiny stork scissors, and I'm not sure, I haven't tried them yet to see how sharp they are. They're cute as all get out, but I haven't, they're little, I don't know if I'll be able to use them or not. It says miniature in size, mighty in snipping by Storklets, so I got to give those a try yet. Then we got a package of number 26 needles. And then we got this great sticker, Cross Stitch is My Therapy. Nice big sticker. Then we got this really cool chart called My Guilty Pleasure by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. And it's got a raccoon. Kind of a whimsical Christmas colors design, but I don't know if it's considered Christmas or not. It's got ladybugs, mushrooms, bees, sewing, all kinds of different things. So that's really kind of a neat chart. Then we got this Butter Crunch 32 count 8th yard even weave by Needle Bling Designs. And it's actually kind of a yellow green, mostly yellow. Then we got a card with a thread thing, and then this is felt to keep your orts on and put your thread on. That's really cool. I've never seen anything, and that says by Black Needle Society. The sharpest scissors for the finest needle workers. Oh, it's by That's So Kelly. So I'm anxious to try that. Whoops, sorry. Then we got this, I love, one of the boxes are expensive, and I probably need to cancel my membership, but one of the things I love is the needle minders that we get. My collection of needle minders is really increasing, and this one is really cool. It's this little pair of scissors. Isn't that neat? I love this needle minder. Then we got this To Be Stitched jar. So it's just a glass jar with vinyl on it that says To Be Stitched, and you take these labels, and the labels are erasable according to this. It says use a Frixion pen or a pencil and just erase to write new. And what you do is you either put your works in progress or things you want to stitch or whatever. You put a whole bunch of them in the jar, and then when you don't know what to stitch or you want to decide what to stitch, you pull something out of the jar. So I don't know if I'll use that or not because I really stitch just one thing at a time. So we'll see about that. But that was a really fun box. Then I signed up for the Halloween box, and that was a lot of fun. But the first thing I got to show you is look at this bag that they included. And look at the Halloween fabric. It's a vinyl. It's got all kinds of pockets, huge inside with pockets, more pockets on this side. And I'm like, this is really cool, but what the heck am I going to use it for? I do not travel with bags like this, and I don't go to the beach. And then I thought, cross stitch retreat. So I'm going to Steel City Stitchers retreat at the end of March of this year. And I thought this is perfect to take down when I'm stitching and have everything in there, or even, I mean, I think I can put my lap frame in here and multiple projects, and I can also use it while I'm shopping there. So that is just cool. So I think I will pack it in my suitcase and then use it when I'm at the retreat. But that was, I was like, I can't believe that huge bag is in this little box. Then we got, the Halloween one was really fun. We got 5 kinds of floss by MMS, and it's Ghoul's Blood, I can't read, something, I don't have my cheaters on, Beetlejuice, Sleepy Hollow, and Pumpkin Spice. So these are the colors. And I have been starting to get so many of these little onesies, specialty flosses, that I've got to either start giving them away or figure out what to do with them. Then we got this, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Happy Halloween, this chart. Isn't that cute? Really, really cute. And then we got a Halloween headband, which I actually might wear, and Sweet Treat 32 count even weave by Mystic Stitches fabric is in our box. And then we got these Halloween project labels. Aren't those fun? And they say stitched by date, designer, title, and notes. So those are really fun. And then we got a project bag, and look at how cute it is. I actually prefer my project bags to have handles, but I will so use this. And it's got this cute little silver pumpkin zipper pull. Isn't that adorable? Wow, and so well made. Let's see what else. Then we got a Halloween soy candle. I don't know if it has a scent or not. It has something, I don't know what it is, a pumpkin spice or something. And another adorable needle minder. Look at that candy corn witch needle minder. I love it. I love the needle minders. And let's see, I think that, oh wait, got one more thing. I don't know what this is. What is this? What when it came apart? Oh no, it's a project card holder or thread holder. It's got a metal ring and this little spooky stitchery. Isn't that cute? So that was a really fun box. Oh wait, there's more. Then we got these 3 zipper pulls. There was a lot in this box. These are so cute. There's a little ghost and Frog Be Gone. And there's one more. Stitch Please with a pumpkin. Or cat, sorry. I need my glasses. So that was a really fun box. I'm in the annual subscription and it auto-renewed last year. So yeah, I need to like reconsider that because I'm getting a lot. Okay, but it's like really fun to get Stitchy Mail. Okay, upcoming wait, let's do business topics. So business topic this week is the stitch-alongs and my push for 3,000 subscribers. So first of all, the stitch-alongs. We're doing a stitch-along with Steel City Stitchers for the Autumn House on a Hill by Tiny Modernist. And if you go to Steel City Stitchers and follow them on Instagram or YouTube, subscribe to their channel, they have a code that will give you 20% off my price of the chart and 20% off the Cottage Garden Autumn Garden thread palette that's used by the chart. So that's a really good deal on the thread palette. So go to Steel City Stitchers to learn about that coupon code. Then I have an ongoing stitch along with Helen D, the four seasonal berries by Erica Michaels, and there's a code for those also that gives you an additional 10% off the chart, off my price of the chart, and off all four. So that is good through the end of the year. And the Autumn House on the Hill stitch along is also, that coupon's good through the end of this year. And you need to go to Helen D's channel, and most of her videos will have that coupon code, but subscribe to her channel and watch. She's been doing tutorials on how she finishes those berries, and they're amazing. Her tutorials are so good. You really need to subscribe. If you haven't checked out Helen D, go and check her out. And then we have an upcoming stitch along with Michelle Bendy Stitchy. She will have information on that. It should be within the next few weeks, and she can show you the chart we're going to stitch and tell you about how to get a coupon code for that. So that's been a lot of fun. Then we are really close. Cobweb Corner is really close to 3,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And when we get to 3,000 subscribers, I will have a big giveaway. I will give away at least 10 things, and I'll try to pick out some really nice things. So please share Cobweb Corner with your friends. Share it on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And I think we're at 2,900 subscribers right now, so I need 100 more subscribers, and I promise we'll have a really, really good giveaway. So speaking of giveaways, let's do the new giveaways. This was in one of my Black Needle Society boxes. It is called the Black Needle Society Presents Steam Stitcher. If you can dream it, you can steam it. And this is a little pencil case. It's a really nice one. I just won't use it. If you would like to win this, use the word STEAM, S-T-E-A-M, in your sentence. When you make a comment, do not put the word giveaway. You must be 18 years of age so I can legally ask for your address, and you need to use the word and then please watch the next video because people are not claiming their prizes. Then I had this is new old stock from a store that I bought out of business quite a number of years ago. It's from the Stitching Kids, and it says, "Well, ain't you something?" And it's a little bit hand embroidery, but then it comes with all of the things to completely finish. So it's a kit, and it includes the pattern, sandcastle fabric, floss, a wood nose cutout, a pin back, fuzzy doll hair, a gold water, a safety pin, and a white star button. So let's see, if you want to win this, use the word kids, because it's by Stitching Kids, K-I-D-S. Another one that's new old stock. This is Virtue Tree Ornament by M Designs. Use the word tree, T-R-E-E. And this is an older design by Sandra Sullivan from Homespun Elegance called Pin Cushions Aplenty 2. And you get 4 different pin cushion designs. So if you want this, use the word plenty, P-L-E-N-T-Y. Then brand new from It's So Emma, the Typeface series. This is Frosty. Use the word Frosty, F-R-O-S-T-Y. And last, from brand new from Lori Holt, Autumn Love, and use the word autumn. Okay, so that's the giveaways. All I have now is new inventory. Okay, new inventory. I don't have a lot because I just have not had time, but I have been restocking literally dozens and dozens of charts. So if you've been waiting for something that's out of stock, keep checking back. And if there's ever something that you don't see even listed on my site or it's not in stock, please shoot me an email and ask about it. I put in orders with Hoffman and Yarn Tree almost weekly, and Witchell I order as often as I can, but they take about 4 weeks before their shipments go out. So when I can, I order from Hoffman or Yarn Tree. But I also order directly from some of the designers. So if there's something you're looking for and I can get it, I will try to do that for you. So might not be brand new charts, new releases, but they are new to Cobweb Corner. This adorable Thankful Owls by Bent Creek. It comes with that little star button, but look at those 2 owls on the fork, and it says Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. Then Whip It Good by Heartstring Sampleries. And I think I have the companion piece to that too. Christmas Littles by Waxing Moon Designs. That's a brand new release. Christmas Star by Cottage Garden Samplings. That's a new release. It's so cute. A Plant of Rapid Growth by Heartstring Samplery. It says, Liberty is a plant of rapid growth. Isn't that a beautiful patriotic sampler? Then we've got a Halloween Year, September, Not I. These are from, I'm trying to find a date, 2011 by Homespun Elegance. This is a quick stitch, and it says Pumpkin Pie, Not I. And then we have Halloween Year 2, September, Witch In by Homespun Elegance. I went completely blank. Then a Halloween Year August, Spooky. And a Halloween Year 2 May, Batty About Halloween. And I know it's a little late for the Halloween things. New by Heart and Hand. Well, new at the last expo is Halloween Frill. Super quick stitch there. The Beaver, A Year in the Woods, number 11 by Cottage Garden Samplings. Look at that tail. It's amazing. By Mirabilia, new one is Portrait Queen. And with that, I also have the bead pack. I just have one of those left. Those sold pretty quick. New by Heart and Hand is Imprints, Harvest and Home. New by Rosewood Manor is Wendlebury Sampler. Holy Night by Barbara Anna Designs. Got a few of those. This is a restock. I don't know what it's doing in here, but I love it. It's been a really super good seller. It's You Melt My Heart by Annie B's Folk Art. Christmas Doodles by Heart and Hand. New by Core E. Batty Core. Christmas is Love. Look at those chickens. It is so cute. New, I don't know if this is, what year is this? I don't know if it's a new release or just new to me, but it is Quaker de la Brodeaux's, which is embroidery Quaker, and it's got the word cross stitch in all different languages. Isn't that cool? Plus these beautiful Quaker motifs. So, I don't know, it's got at least French, Italian, English, German, some kind of Asian, either Japanese or Chinese. Japanese probably, I don't know. Those are duplicates. Let's see, this is Pocket Round, December 25th by Heart and Hand. Then a new reprint out by Prairie Schooler. This is just released in the reprint version. And I actually have never had this in stock. It's Johnny Appleseed, and it shows Johnny Appleseed, you know, went around the country planting apple trees, and it shows the apple trees on his journey. So these were planted first, so they're in all stages of growth. Isn't that cool? So that's available. New by Barbara Anna Designs, The Mad Hatter Dreams. Isn't that cool? From Alice in Wonderland, and it says, "We are all mad here." I love this chart. Perfect by Dirty Annie's Designs, and it comes with this little wooden button. Isn't that adorable? New to Cobweb Corner is Grins of Delight by Shepherd's Bush. And then Heartstring Sampler, Baby Got Backstitch. New by Rosewood Manor, Very Merry Trees. And the last one is the Halloween book 2022 by Twin Peak Primitives. And again, I'm sorry I didn't show you. They've been on my website for quite a while, but this FlossTube is long overdue. So that's all I have for new inventory. I'll try to put some farming videos next in case you're interested. You can watch those, and thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. So this is a drain tile, and that's a drain tile intake. So they put these in the lowest parts of the field, and then the water runs down. And so my number one concern is to not hit the drain tile, which is exactly where the flags are. But I do have to come back and clean up the grassy area when I'm tilling. So I don't really do a very good job. It's lots of circles in the field, but I do the best I can. And you can see it is pretty windy today. So this is the machine shed where all of the big equipment was yesterday. It is now out in the field, and they are starting their corn harvest. And then they've got this office and kitchen area here, and it is pretty much a full kitchen. Every once in a while I find something I don't have, but they have a nice new oven and a stovetop and oven and a microwave, and they've got all the pans and bowls and things. Like today I had to go get a can opener from our friend's mom who lives right here on the farm, and just went up to her house. So yeah, so that's what I do. And then what we do after the meal's done is, unfortunately, everything goes in styrofoam. I wish it didn't, but it has to be extremely portable and easy to clean up. So I'm kind of thinking of options for that. But the last thing the guys want to do when they come back in at 11:30 midnight is wash dishes or have to clean up. So we pack everything up in the styrofoam, and then I put it in these boxes here. And I take the boxes out to the truck, and I get on the CB and say, "I've got food, where are you guys at?" And then they tell me what field they are in and give me some directions. And then I take their food out, park the truck, get out and walk the food to the tractor and hand it off. And that's it. So it's a lot of work. I start like at 8:30 in the morning, and I usually am not done delivering food until about 12:30. So a lot of work that farm wives do year round.